In our reading today, we hear another of Jesus' parables. This story uses the practice of prayer as a way of demonstrating authenticity in one's life and in relationship with God. The Pharisees get a bad rap in many of the gospel stories. They really weren't bad people. They were one of a number of religious factions in Jesus' time who formed a fellowship in which the members practiced distinctive observances of prayer, fasting, almsgiving, and tithing. In the parable, the problem is not with the Pharisees' way of life, but rather with the unmistakable elitist edge that is heard in his public prayer. The tax collector, one of the most despised groups in Jesus' time, presents a humble contrast to the puffed-up Pharisee. He stands far off, eyes cast downward, and strikes his breast. A Middle Eastern gesture peculiar to women, men use it only in extreme anguish, repeating over and over again, "God, have compassion." The Pharisee may have thought he had it all sewn up with God, but it's the tax collector who experiences God in his time of prayer. As you hear this story, consider how your prayer life or our community prayer life is reflected. Reading Luke chapter 18, verses 9 to 14. Jesus also told this parable to some who trusted in themselves that they were righteous and regarded others with contempt. Two men went up to the temple to pray. One, a Pharisee, standing by himself, was praying thus: "God, I thank you that I'm not like other people, thieves, rogues, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week. I give a tenth of all my income." But the tax collector, standing far off, would not even look up to heaven, but was beating his breast and saying, "God, be compassionate to me, a sinner." I tell you, this man went down to his home justified rather than the other. For all who exalt themselves will be humbled, but all who humble themselves will be exalted. Hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. Thanks be to God.